Ladies and gentlemen, my name is David Ruff. I live in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada. Like many of you know, I love it here. Now, there is some mega problems happening over in the west coast of Canada. BC is implementing a cooling off period, 3 days. Now, is that crazy? I think it is. Let's get right into it. Let's go down to the screen. I'm going to pop into there and show you what we're talking about. This is a crazy story coming out of BC. Now, this isn't even a question. This is sticking around. BC government enacts mandatory 3-day cooling off period on home sales. So you can go to the dailyhive.com to look up this story. It says in the very start of 2023, so next year, British Columbia will be subject to a 3-day cooling off period, and this is to protect home buyers. Okay, so I like protecting home buyers. I'm not only for sellers, right? This could be a good thing. Is it a good thing? So if we look at that, the provincial government first announced it will add mandatory cooling off period as a tool to help address housing affordability. First of all, housing affordability, what a load of BS. That's not going to help anything, okay? When it goes into effect on January 1st, though, there will be a cancellation fee of 0.25%. So is that a lot? Well, on $1 million home, there it's about 2 million in Vancouver. You have to pay a $2,500 fine to walk away from that. Such a policy is the first of its kind in Canada to offer better consumer protection in the real estate market. This gives prospective homebuyers more time to perform due diligence, such as securing finances and arranging home inspections. The article continues, too many people have been faced with giving up an inspection in order to buy a home, said the Minister of Finance. This is a major step forward to providing home buyers with the peace of mind they deserve while protecting their interests from people selling their homes in today's market and in the future. So I want you to go look at that. And I'm very curious to know what the public thinks, because for me, it's actually quite clear. And this is why we do business very differently. Remember, our whole model is built only off of three things: is to help you get into the home that you want, easier, faster, and for the best money possible. That's either if we're going to sell or lose. After dealing with tens of thousands of clients in our lives, they only ever want those three things: either to make the most money when they're selling the home, to do it faster, and to have less hassle. If you can manage those three things, your business will always do well. But let me tell you why I have an issue with this cooling off period. From a brokerage perspective, a lot of times we go in and we'll be talking to a prospective client. We'll talk to them about the type of property that they want, when they want to sell it for, and so on and so forth. The advertising that we do, depending on the home, could be $5,000, $10,000 for advertising. Sometimes it's print, it's open houses, it's all the things that we do online, promoting it on YouTube and Google and websites. And we're building all of this. Then this crescendo of people all want to come in. They're all looking at it. Lots of people write offers on it. Sometimes we've had up to 40 different offers. Think of all the people that have been there, all the offers that are written, all of the finance papers that have been done, the amount of work to get that final contract signed. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars easily to have that final contract done. So the penalty to be able to walk away with only 0.25%, only paying $2,500, is nothing. So that's really good for the buyer. But now let's flip it around to the buyer side, because we deal with just as many buyers as we do sellers. Just think of it from the buyer, because the way that we've been operating for a decade is, we know we're in a highly aggressive city. So what we do in advance, before we even go look at the home, we're going to be having your finance ready. We want to already see that your mortgage broker has the financing paperwork. We're good with that. We also want to make sure that you have the cash sitting in your checking or savings account ready to buy. You shouldn't be going to look at a home if you didn't have all of that ready already, your finances. And in our case, when we're going to look at a home, Google Maps is amazing these days. You can see the whole neighborhood. A lot of the times our clients, we even suggest they drive around that neighborhood in advance before we go look at it. I cannot even tell you how many times we've walked in and we're in the driveway. They said, we don't even need to walk in. We don't like the area. So just driving around will prevent it. But if you've liked the area, you've driven through there before, you can walk through the Matterport inside. There's not much left for you to see. So when that happens, beside it like really stinky inside for some reason, A lot of our clients, we actually call the home inspector and they come with us on that visit. So when we walk in, he's inspecting the home while you're checking it out to see if it's okay. Then when we go and write the offer is not contingent on financing. We've already done it. It's not contingent on having a home inspection. We've already done it. And if you've done all that in advance, now you can put an offer together that has no conditions, that you'll buy it free and clear. So what you see in the newspaper a lot of times is that a house went up for sale and it sold within 1 hour and it sold for $100,000 over asking. That's what you see and say, that's ridiculous. How would you ever buy that without knowing about your financing, without knowing about your inspection? Now, you don't have to have an inspection on a condo. You have to inspect the paperwork, but that's a different story for another video. But I'm saying is, if you were doing the things you were supposed to do in advance, you wouldn't need to have a cooling off period. And so I actually think it's the complete opposite. Instead of being a service to buyers, it actually gives them an excuse to be lazy and not do the stuff that we've been doing for 10 years. So that's my take on it. But what's your take on it? Really, really depends. You know, in Toronto, there's over 72,000 agents. It's more agents per concentration than anywhere in North America. Yet only 700 of them actually make a wage from it. So we have a lot of people in this business that actually don't know what they're doing, which kind of gives everyone a bad name. So my take on it is it makes the buyers still lazy. It gives them an excuse to get out of it. And who's this going to cost? It's going to cost realtors tens of thousands of dollars, and it's going to actually make the public even more upset, in my opinion. What if 40 people all got together on that day? They're all writing their offers. They're all involving their mortgage brokers, their inspectors, all 40 of them. They choose one, and then everyone else moves on to the other homes. They're all gone. And then that guy goes, yeah, I don't want it anymore. Think of the thousands of hours of work here that just evaporated into smoke. So this is a serious thing when you're going to go buy your home. We want you to be very, very happy. We want you to be as least stressful as possible. And that's why we have a playbook that we walk you through beforehand on how to be successful in an aggressive market. Now, we've been doing that for a long time. If your agent is not showing you how to do all these steps, I think you should concern yourself a little bit. Think about changing agents maybe, or talk to somebody else. Anyway, as you know, I'm always here for your health, wealth, and happiness. If you think we should have a 3-day cooling off period, let me know in the comments. And if you don't, I'd like to know as well. This is kind of like putting out a poll out there. I'd like to know what you think. I'll catch you in the next video.